a siren song of excess and abandon. And tonight, we're listening. The air hangs heavy, thick with anticipation, not the humid kind. This is different, a city breathing, alive. It's dusk, that magical hour. Sun dips below the horizon, a final blaze of glory. Then, darkness. But not really. This city, darkness never truly falls. It's replaced by something else. Neon. A million flickering, buzzing lights. This is the heartbeat, the pulse. This, my friends, is where we play tonight. Forget your tired cliches, your pre-packaged tourist traps. We're diving deep tonight, into the belly of the beast, the place they call Sin City. Now every town's got its secrets, its underbelly, but this one, it wears them on its sleeve, flaunts them even. A siren song of excess and abandon. And tonight, we're listening. Cabs screech, music spills from doorways, laughter, shouts, the clinking of glasses. It's a symphony of the senses. A little dangerous maybe, definitely intoxicating. This city doesn't sleep, and tonight, neither do we. First rule of the night, lose the guidebook. Those pages are filled with the usual tourist traps, the places everyone goes. But tonight, we're not everyone. We're seekers of the extraordinary, the hidden gems that don't make it into the glossy pages. Those pages won't tell you where the real action is. They won't lead you to the places where the city's true spirit comes alive, where the pulse of the night beats strongest. Trust me on this one. The best experiences are the ones you stumble upon, the ones that aren't planned. It's about feeling the energy, the vibe, and letting it guide you. Tonight, we're guided by instinct, by the rhythm of the city, the neon lights, the distant hum of music, the laughter echoing from hidden corners. These are our signposts. We duck down alleyways, find ourselves in hidden courtyards. These are the places where the city's soul is laid bare, where every corner holds a story waiting to be told, each one pulsing with life. The air is thick with anticipation, every face a canvas of excitement and curiosity. This is a city that thrives on contrasts. From the glitzy to the gritty, the polished to the raw, every facet adds to its unique charm. One minute you're in a smoky jazz bar, all velvet booths and soulful voices. The music wraps around you like a warm embrace, each note telling a story of its own. Next, you're rubbing shoulders with high rollers in a casino that feels like a palace. The opulence is almost overwhelming, a stark contrast to the intimate jazz bar. The air crackles with anticipation, the roulette wheel spins its seductive song. Every spin is a promise of fortune, every click a heartbeat. Lose yourself in the spectacle. Let the performances captivate you, let the energy of the crowd sweep you away. Let the lights and sounds wash over you. The city is a symphony of sensations, each one more intoxicating than the last. But it's not all glitz and glamour. There's a raw, unpolished side to the city that holds its own allure. Step outside the casinos and you'll find another side to the city. Grittier maybe, more authentic. This is where the locals go, where the real stories unfold. Street food vendors hawking their wares, the air thick with the smell of grilling meat and spices. The flavors are bold, the experience unforgettable. Local bars where the drinks are cheap and the clientele even more so. These are the places where you can let your guard down, where the conversations are real and the laughter is genuine. This is the real heartbeat of the city. It's in the laughter of friends, the clinking of glasses, the shared moments that make the night unforgettable. So, lose the guidebook, follow the rhythm, and let the night take you on a journey you'll never forget. I remember one night years ago. It was one of those nights that seemed to stretch on forever, where time felt like it was slipping through your fingers, yet every moment was etched into your memory. It all blurs together now, a kaleidoscope of neon and noise. The city was alive, pulsating with energy, and I was just one small part of its grand symphony. I was with this girl, a real firecracker. She had this infectious energy, the kind that made you feel invincible just by being near her. She was a dancer at one of the clubs. Not just any dancer though, she moved with a grace and intensity that captivated everyone in the room. We ended up at this dive bar way off the strip. It was the kind of place you wouldn't find unless you were looking for it, hidden away from the glitz and glamour of the main drag. The place was packed, smoky, reeking of stale beer and desperation, but there was something comforting about it, like a refuge for lost souls. But the band, man, they were incredible. They played with a passion that cut through the haze, their music a lifeline in the chaos. Some local blues outfit, just three guys and their instruments. They didn't need anything else. Their music spoke volumes. They played with a kind of raw energy that you just don't hear anymore. It was like they were pouring their souls into every note, every chord. We drank cheap whiskey, danced till dawn. The hours melted away, and for a while it felt like we were the only two people in the world. The memory's hazy, but the feeling remains. That sense of freedom, of being lost in the moment, is something I'll never forget. That sense of freedom, of being lost in the moment. It's a rare thing to feel so completely untethered, so alive. That's what this city does to you. It pulls you in, makes you a part of its story, even if just for a night. Another night found myself at a street food stall at 3 a.m. Exhausted, starving. The city never sleeps, and neither did I. The owner, this old woman with a face like a road map, took pity on me. She had seen it all, the highs and lows of countless nights. She whipped up this incredible noodle soup, spicy and fragrant. It was like a warm hug in a bowl, exactly what I needed. Best damn thing I ever tasted. Each bite was a revelation, a reminder of the simple pleasures in life. We sat there, on those tiny plastic stools, sharing stories in broken languages. It didn't matter that we couldn't understand each other perfectly. The connection was there, in the shared experience. In that moment, I felt more connected to this city than I ever had before. It was a reminder that, no matter how big and overwhelming the city might seem, it's the little moments that make it feel like home. As the first light of dawn began to break, I realized that these nights, these fleeting moments, were what made life worth living. They were the stories I'd carry with me, the memories that would shape who I was. The city was starting to wake up, the streets slowly filling with the early risers. But for me, the night was still alive, its magic lingering in the air. I walked home in the early morning light, the city quiet and still. It was a stark contrast to the vibrant chaos of the night, but it felt like the perfect end to an unforgettable experience. Standing on my rooftop, looking out over the city, I felt a deep sense of gratitude. For the nights that never seemed to end, for the people who made them special, and for the city that brought us all together. The sun was rising, casting a golden glow over the city. A new day was beginning, but the memories of the night would stay with me forever. And I knew without a doubt that I would do it all over again. Beyond the neon faces in the crowd. See, that's the thing about a place like this. It attracts all kinds, dreamers and schemers, high rollers and hustlers. People come here looking for something. Maybe it's escape, maybe it's reinvention, maybe they just want to get lost in the crowd. And for a little while they can. Walk down the street and you'll see it all. Couples on their honeymoon, eyes wide with wonder. Groups of friends celebrating, letting loose. Lone wolves nursing their drinks, lost in their own thoughts. And the people who call this place home, they're a breed apart. Tough, resilient, with a wry sense of humor. They've seen it all, heard it all. Nothing shocks them anymore. But beneath that hardened exterior, you'll find a certain warmth, a sense of community, of looking out for one another. They know that in this city you gotta stick together. Because beneath the glitz and the glamour, the sin and the seduction, this is still a city of survivors. The allure of sin, a phrase that conjures images of indulgence, excitement, and a touch of danger. It's a place where the rules are different, where the night never ends, and where every corner holds a promise of something extraordinary. So why does this place, this Sin City, continue to draw us in? What is it about the neon lights, the endless parties, and the constant hum of activity that makes us yearn for more? Is it the thrill of the unknown, the chance to escape our everyday lives, or something deeper? Why do we keep coming back for more, even when we know better? Is it the allure of the forbidden, the excitement of breaking the rules, or simply the desire to feel alive in a way that only this city can offer? Perhaps it's a combination of all these things, a perfect storm of temptation and exhilaration. Maybe it's the promise of freedom, the chance to shed your skin, to leave behind the constraints of your daily life and become someone else, if only for a night. In Sin City, you can be whoever you want to be, do whatever you want to do, and no one will judge you for it. The chance to shed your skin, to don a new persona, to explore different facets of yourself that you might not even know existed. It's a place where you can let go of your inhibitions and embrace the unknown, to be someone else for a little while, to dance like no one is watching, to laugh without restraint, to live in the moment without a care in the world. It's a freedom that is both intoxicating and addictive. Maybe it's the allure of the forbidden, the thrill of living on the edge, the excitement of doing something you're not supposed to, of pushing boundaries and testing limits. It's a rush that is hard to find anywhere else, the thrill of living on the edge, the adrenaline that comes from taking risks, from stepping outside your comfort zone, from embracing the unknown. It's a feeling that is both exhilarating and terrifying, and it's what keeps us coming back for more. Or maybe it's something simpler. Maybe it's the energy, the raw pulse of life that you can feel in every corner of this city. The constant movement, the never-ending activity, the sense that anything is possible, the raw pulse of life that you can feel in every corner of this city, the energy that is palpable, that courses through the streets and fills the air. It's a city that is alive, that never sleeps, that is always on the move. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure, this city gets under your skin. It stays with you long after you've left. The memories linger, the experiences shape you, and the allure of Sin City never truly fades. It stays with you long after you've left. The sights, the sounds, the sensations, they all become a part of you, and no matter where you go, a part of you will always be drawn back to this place, to the neon lights and the endless nights. And sooner or later, you'll find yourself drawn back to its neon embrace. The call of Sin City is hard to resist, and eventually you'll find yourself back in its vibrant streets, ready to experience it all over again. The night might be over, but the memories linger. The taste of cheap whiskey, the echo of laughter, the feeling of being alive. These are the things that stay with you, that make you long for more. The taste of cheap whiskey, the echo of laughter, the feeling of being alive. These are the moments that define your time in Sin City, that make it unforgettable. The feeling of being alive, the sense of freedom, of possibility, of living life to the fullest. It's a feeling that is hard to find anywhere else, and it's what makes Sin City so special. This is the legacy of Sin City, a place where anything is possible, where the night never ends and where the memories last a lifetime. A city that never sleeps, a city that never lets you forget. It's a place that stays with you, that becomes a part of you, that calls you back time and time again. A city that never lets you forget. The memories, the experiences, the allure, they all stay with you, long after you've left. And maybe, just maybe, that's not such a bad thing after all. And maybe, just maybe, that's not such a bad thing after all. Because in the end, it's the memories that make life worth living. And Sin City is a place that is full of memories waiting to be made.